And we're back in Bandits of Ruin. Welcome back, furries. So, we managed to beat an elite and we got beat up pretty badly ourselves, to be fair. Good old Sandsford here is not doing too hot. So, a sensible man would not enter a combat immediately after when we can choose not to. But whatever, let's just do it. Because I am feeling invincible right now. Okay. We see the first full team for the enemies. Good for them. Alright, maybe I made a baddie here. How many of them are focusing on Sandford? We are taking 10 on him, so he's not taking any damage right now. Though Willows is taking 6. 20 total incoming, 14 defense. So, we can defend all of that, that's not a problem. We do the quick hands in the first turn, so we should probably play that one. We have 6 stamina on Sandsford now, by the way, which I am happy to see. And it doesn't work if we don't have the quick hands, but we do. So everything's fine. Let's open with that so we draw a card. Yes. Another Vanguard. The Vanguard is definitely good. This is why I want to get cards like Strike out of the deck, because then we draw Vanguard more often. And I mean, this one is just a trash card compared. Can we kill an enemy? Is that too much to ask? It probably is. They aren't that strong. Like, this guy gets stronger and he's pretty weak himself. Can we do 22 damage? Is the question. And these guys, sweep and sweep, they're not the ones that get the strength in numbers thing. Alright. We have 10, 20, 25, 31 damage to dish out. Not assuming any other bonuses. I don't think we have any other bonuses, so we can definitely kill this enforcer, and we should. Good. How do we do it? 22 damage required. We'll do 25 to him. Yes. Good. Does it matter who does it, though? I'm not so sure. I'm gonna go with a no and just do it. Make sure to spread it out a bit so we have defense options at the end. Alright. I do want to have Willows go for solid footing. Well, maybe not now. We'll switch it around and have solid footing on Sandsford. And then guard on Willows. And I suppose we do the battering ram. That's gonna mug up my planning. I should have done it earlier then. But I will. Battering ram, push the opponent to the background if occupied, switch their positions. Let's try it out. There. And so if he had the strategy, that would deal, I think, 10 damage. On top of it. Debilitating shot. Lose 1 stamina. Right. Alright, and now we have a lot of cards. Good stuff. It also means that we don't have to play something like the Ragged Claw, because we can just choose something else, which we have plenty of. Now the black backline is attacking us. We have the sweep and then 2 debilitating shots. Who had lost an action? That was Willows. Down to 3, we have 6 and 20. Taking 5 on both, then 8 on Willows and 8 on Willows. So 16, 21 coming in at Willows with 6 defense. It means we need 15. And we do have the solid footing. So no damage will be taken. First of all. Now we gotta figure out how to dole out our own damage. And we can do 20 damage here. Draw, rush, outnumbered from Willows is not gonna be relevant. It could be... Oh, we have outnumbered on both of them right now. It could be if we could kill this miniature bowman, we could kill this guy here with this outnumbered. But I don't think we can both set that up and kill one on the back line this turn. Let me try again. I think the heavy blow must go in on one of these guys. Then the rush will kill him. And then I'm kind of confident going for this guy. If we could take him down, no. Then we could have done the outnumbered up here, but that won't happen. We need another 22 damage first, which we cannot do. So like taking out this archer would be fine then. Which, let me see. Willow's just gonna do the solid footing here, leaving Sandsford with 3 actions. One of them would be outnumbered, and then I think either withdraw. We do want to withdraw at some point and get you to the back line. I suppose we can't. So we'll just hit here. I have been wondering about why can't I decide where my characters start? Like, if I wanted Willows to always start in the back line, there must be a way for me to set that up. I've been mulling over that. Maybe I'll check after this combat here. Let's apply a damage here. Good. So far no damage taken. Short bow. There's the strategy that will be played. Here's the greatsword, and we are dealing with the front line now. I'm sure we could take out at least the archer, and then we have the wild strike here. Moves to a random vacant position, deals damage. If the character has bleed, deals 6 instead. But no, none of that. Alright, good. If this character has bleed, deals 6 instead. So we can try dealing bleed to him and see if that's applied to himself, or if the opponent has bleed. I think that might. I think if I have to guess, it has to be if he himself is bleeding, then he deals less damage to me for some reason, which is fine because it's a wild strike. The greatsword will cleave the front line. Like so. Then, let's see. Now no mercy will kill it. Good. We could probably kill him in this turn. But Sandsford is definitely one doing this. Dealing a ton of damage. Short bow, move to the front rank. If unable to move, gain 1 stamina, spawns it and run. So you just play it. Select a target. Would we kill it if we could? I mean, why not? Denying them the turn. And the damage. Then Sandsford can do the flurry. And then we still want to focus fire, sure. And guard with Willow. Alright, opponent's turn. And they didn't do anything, right, because they couldn't. Here's a card draw that we should always open with. And then a setup. He is so dead. Second wind again. Into experienced strike. We can... Oh, we should have improvised one of the really expensive cards and then use that with the second wind. I think... oh, it has to be Sandsford here. Let's see, just the sharpened steel. I had the flurry. The flurry is arguably better. No, what am I saying? This is Sandsford, yeah. Or it puts it on the top of the deck. Right. Good thing that we learned that now, where it doesn't really matter, instead of learning it where it would have mattered. Then we can't kill this turn. Yeah. But again, it doesn't matter. And we got smarter for it. End turn. And there's that numbered. Use it. Smack. He was very dead at that point. Equipment. We have found a bill hook, which does 10 damage, but moves swaps opponent to target position. Huh. Or a crossbow, 13 damage, gain pacified. Oh. And 3 charge when you use this card. Interesting. The bill hook. No. You could go bill hook on Willows and it would still work with the strategy thing. It would do it's just gonna do 5 more damage every time I play this specific card, and it would do better with the outnumbered. This one though is pretty nice, I won't lie. It's when you have the strategy up, it's 13 damage per use, and you always get the hit and run with it, which deals bleed also. So it's that's the 3 bleed. If we assume no other bleed, is 6 damage on its own. Yeah. Tricky. Cool weapons, I don't think we need to replace anything though. Crossbow and bill hook, yeah. Alright, well who knows, there might be a card here. Set up again, tempting because it has a card draw. Overbearing swing, deal damage to lane. Weapon damage if two-handed weapon, deal damage to lane. No mercy. No, we'll get this set up. Just because it's another card draw and that allows us to spend all of those all of that stamina that we have. Victory. And we didn't take damage, so it was all good. What is this here? Smithy. You hear the clanging of steel and feel the sweltering heat through a small archway. Provisions. I still haven't figured out what provisions are. Tavern. Bursts of heavy laughter explode from this shady establishment. Some brawny folks sit at the bar. Hire party members. And it says plus 600 florins. Oh, to enter probably, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to go in. And monastery. Oh, here we can heal up. But we gotta get another party member. Oh, and this is the banner for the Banners of Ruin. Not a lot of choices here. It'll be you, I suppose. Olegond, the Hammer. Level 3, cold-blooded. Whenever this character ruins a card, they gain... Wait, what? Ruins a card in combat? Maybe? Interesting. And a big great axe here, alright. If this breaks the target's defense, deal damage equal to the defense loss to all neighboring in rank and lane, and then battle forged, all party members gain 1 vigor. That's not a bad thing at all, especially the bigger the party, the better, obviously. Cold-blooded, whenever this character ruins a card, that's a ruin. Changes a card into a ruin card. Ruining a card during the campaign is permanent but temporary within battle. Okay. Good to know. And he's got the superior light armor, which is great. I'm gonna hire him, obviously, so let's just do it. Recruiter. Hideout alley blocked. Okay, it's a hideout. A safe house for you and your fellow loyalists. Slip through here into the next street. Alright. Well, into the great unknown. It's a trap! Henchmen flank you on either side, their faces snarled and dashed with scars. Okay, and over here, same. So they're blocking me so that I have to take the center card, which is fight, sledge. It's a trap. Your awaiting brothers slain. A few elite enders triumphantly brandishing their weapons in the dim light. All the exits are covered. There's one way out, through them. And Sandsford is gonna die. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. So it's a big bear boss. He does 12 damage. Shrug it off. Gains... Mark? No, gains shrug it off. Every time this character receives more than 15 damage from an attack, they gain 3 charge and 5 defense. Bolster. Not 5 defense, but 5 bolster. On turn end, this character gains defense for every stack of bolster, ticks down by 1 every turn. What? Every time this character receives more than 15 damage from an attack. So we don't want to deal him more than 15 damage from an attack. That seems like a bad plan. Here's our new friend, Oligond. Kind of anti-sanogenic at the moment, but hopefully we can improve upon it as he travels with us. And he's a wolf. Who doesn't like wolves? What do? Move to the front rank, deal 8 damage. If unable to move, gain 1 stamina. So we still get to do the damage and then spawn the hit and run and move back. So it's actually, if it's better being in the front rank, because then the first attack is free. Focused fire. See, normally I would put the focused fire on the boss, but this guy, if I start dealing more than like really high damage attacks, he's gonna punish me for it. And so I probably shouldn't. This one does stab, applies 1 bleed. They are being very cautious and not attacking Sandsford. That's very, very kind of them. I appreciate that, guys. We'll be doing solid footing with Willow. We can have you focus fire. And we might just focus fire on a Billman then. I'm gonna go for the boss guy with it. I think it is too good to not do. But we'll have to be careful about giving him the bolster too early. And then when... Oh, he gains 2... He's got heavy armor, so he gains 2 winded every turn, which gives him... loses him stamina, which the opponent doesn't use. So that doesn't matter. Great. Great sword going in. Good start. We will be using the short bow, obviously, so... And then... Focus... I like to take the one in the front. They have a larger hitbox that cannot be hidden behind anything. So... That... And they don't change their targeting just because he moved. Something I was wondering about earlier in my plays, and no. So a Ragged Claw here, I think. Dealing damage to himself, that's fine. Solid footing for Willow. And I know we are already losing the armor on Oligond here, but I'm gonna give the extra little piece of guard here to Sandsford, because he... Like, Oligond can stand losing 1 health, but Sandsford is already on the brink here. We want to make sure that he survives the fight. What was this here then? He gained the shrug it off. And we had a bit of bleed. Shrug it off. It stays around, yeah. And he already gains charge because he's also got fury, of course. Okay. Fun stuff. Let's see. Sadist. For each status effect on target opponent, that's gonna be 3 over here. for Willow. But we don't have the cards to use it, so it doesn't matter. We wouldn't want to use it. Play this one. Then you... No. Who's got that one? Oh, outnumbered. Oh, he's got 2 bleed, so it's perfect. We will use the Vanguard. Now he's dead. Then outnumbered goes on you. We want to eliminate them so we can start using the outnumbered cards on Sledge. For sure. Then who needs the guard? This is a rank attack and this is a backline attack for Willow. And this is 6 and 6. Yeah, not a big deal. Oh, well, it is kind of a deal here. Okay. Well, this is 9 in the back. So they each defend for 5 and then I think no one takes damage. But of course he gets stronger and stronger, so multi-attacks from him is going to be very dangerous. He's doing a new thing, footwork. Moves, swaps to an adjacent position, gains 3 charge and 3 retaliate. Alright. And you're doing a thing, reach advantage. It moves an opponent backwards in lane. A position is occupied, deals 6 damage instead. Okay, not a big deal. Here's the quick hands, battle forged. Quick hands and then... Oh, we can go improvise first. That puts a card on top of the pile and then we can draw it with quick hands. And we can look at our deck and figure out which one to choose first. Off the top of my head, I don't really know which one I would go for. It could be the strategy. What's happening? He is pushing... Sandsford back, but it's not doing any damage. They're not doing any damage to me this turn at all, which is kind of interesting. But we got the Battle Forge down here. That he can't spend now because he's got no more will. I misplay. Okay. Which leaves us with a ton of actions this turn. Our stamina in general. So more card draw would maybe not be out of the way, or we could go for the Great Axe here. Yeah, I think that would be nice. So you go and improvise. Get the Great Axe on top of the deck. Then you play the quick hands, sure. Then we draw the Great Axe, then we can use that to break this guy's defense, and that will, if this breaks, deal damage equal to the defense loss to all neighbors in rank and lane. And so that's gonna deal another 10 to the neighbor here. Then, well, I don't really know what then. Again, we didn't really draw good cards this turn. We can do a Vanguard attack. We can build some defense somewhere. I'll do it on Sansa Fort. Yeah, because Willows is gonna move himself up here. And then you just take the solid footing. Unfortunate with the Battle Forge thing there. But to be fair, it didn't matter. All it would do would give me more stamina for the same turn, and we didn't need it. So it's kind of useless. Okay. What are we getting this turn? Rush deals 2 times 4 damage. Move swaps to a random position. Impale deals 8 damage to opponent's lane. Lane, not rank. So that'll be these 2 spots, and there's only one. If any opponent hit receives vitality damage, 1 lead is applied. Okay. Willows wants the strategy for sure. Outnumbered is for you, and that's going to do a boatload of damage to the boss once we take down the Billman first. Let's make sure that we can do that. The flurry here will get us a good part of the way. Let me make some sensible choices here. How about it? Let's open with a second wind to draw a card. Battering Ram is gonna push 1 to the back line so that they don't get an action. We can do that to the boss, and so he doesn't get an action this turn. Ah, but he's got 3 retaliate this turn. Dang it. Of all turns. At least Sanford now with 24 defense can actually kind of tank it. So let's let him have that going for him. How else can we kill you here? 20. We have 5, 10, and 6. 5, 10, and 6 is 20. 2, 1, 5. We have enough actions, I think. So let's do it. Oh, then we're not battering ramming him, which we wanted to do. Okay, hold on. So it'll be the flurry. Now he's already got overwhelmed. Extra 25% damage, so a strike should be enough. Good. With him out of the way, we will focus on the boss. A few things to note here. Every time we hit him, he gets another stack of overwhelm, but we also get 3 damage back for every hit. So, Sanford, I'm looking at you. Rush with momentum first will deal 4 attacks, then battering ram will be attacked probably from Willows then, and then another 3 attacks here. That is 6 attacks from Sanford. 6 times 3 is 24, exactly how much defense I have, but I'm pretty sure that the sledge will die before then. So it should work out. Let me do it. Discard a card. We'll discard the experienced strike. It was not for this combat. In general, I'm regretting that one, by the way, but it's too late now. It's good for a small, thin deck, and that's not what we're building here. Not at least not. Yeah, it's too late to start thinking about thinning deck, I think. But here we go. So first the rush. Oh no, what? Didn't he have 24 defense before? How did we lose that so quickly? I am disappointed. Battering ram on you. And that didn't get a retaliate. Why? Because it was a ranged attack. Attackers using ranged weapons are not affected, so he should have done the rush. Then we would have. That would have been the perfect play. So, big oops from me. I don't think that I want to attack him with Sanford, even though he will take 125% extra damage. If I don't understand how we did 3 attacks, and he was a 24. 3 times 3 is 9. He was a 24. That should have brought him down. I don't get it. Something finicky happened there, and we will have to accept it. We cannot attack him anymore right now, but at least he's not attacking back. Let me get more defense on Sanford, and this can only be played by Sanford, so no one is attacking him. And I'm hoping that we can kill him in this turn then. He still got the 5 overwhelm here. Because he didn't get a turn. Right. So I mean this is gonna do a lot of damage. Do the second wind first. 50. I did it with the wrong character, but it all worked out. Bruises, achievement unlocked, alright. What do we have here? Medium armor. Start combat with 14 and then superior light armor. You know what? I'm tempted to go... But we have so much stamina that we don't need. So I'm thinking we go 1 lower stamina on Sansford and give him some better armor. Oh, okay. Tattered, mail, and medium armor looks the same on him. They each have their own sprites for various sets of armor. Yeah. Superior light armor, superior light armor. I'm thinking we go superior light armor on Willows now. We don't need it though. That's the thing, right? But this looks better. Because he's an archer. There you go. Gain a card. Challenge. Mirror an opponent's defense. No. Wildfire. Deal 4 damage to opponent party. The whole thing? For 3. But we can afford that. Blood Ritual. Deals 3 vitality damage for every stack of bleed on this character. We'll take the Wildfire. Equipment. So then I'm going probably back to light armor on Olegond. And just like that, continue, move on. So that was the first real boss fight. Not sure what this is all about, but we will cover it in the next episode. Thank you guys as always for watching. I hope you're enjoying Bandits of Ruin. See you in the next one.